You can also participate in coitus with the disc. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Juliana. We're gonna talk about periods again on my channel today. I did a video that I think is 3 years old now. I talked about my period routine. I talked about how I started to use a menstrual cup. I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience, what I've learned, and just tips and tricks about the menstrual cup. Honestly, it has been the best 5 years I've had of a period ever. I'm actually obsessed with them. A few things that I like about the menstrual cup: there is a bit of a learning curve, but I really do like how it's lower maintenance. You don't have to take it in and out every 2-4 hours. You don't have to sit there and see blood everywhere. Change it at night. Not change it, oh my god. I pour it out in the shower. That still sounds terrible. Anyway, so I take it out at night and I take it out in the morning, and I do this in the shower because it's the cleanest way to do it. I've tried doing it not in the shower and it's just not as good of an experience. I said this before, but you can number 2 with it in. I do like that I can see how heavy the flow is by looking at the blood in the menstrual cup. I just recently had a really heavy period, which doesn't typically happen, and so it was crazy full, and that let me know that I need to monitor it maybe a bit more. Maybe like with a heavier flow, maybe I take it a little bit slower. Love that I sort of forget that it's there. If I had a tampon or pad and let's say I wanted to go rock climbing, my first thought is, how am I gonna do this on my period? Do I need to bring extra tampons? Change to a pad? How long am I gonna be here? With the menstrual cup, I literally don't have any of those thoughts. It's just so nice to not have to worry about it. The first one that I ever had, it was the gray soft cup, because I've dealt with really bad cramps in the past, and that one was basically supposed to be the one for people with that problem. It was great for the time. They're supposed to last up to 10 years. I always read it as it would last 10 years, and it basically started to just not work. I feel like you sort of know it's not working because the suction won't feel like it's suctioning. But I also did accidentally wash it in the washer machine. So it could be that, or it could be a combination of both as to why it stopped working so fast. That brings me to a new set. I purchased their travel bag set, as you can see, but I also purchased their twin pack, which was a new gray one and the thicker green one. And I realized that the gray one just didn't work for me anymore. I used the thicker one and I didn't realize what I was missing out on. It just feels stronger, it feels firmer, and the suction is crazy better than the gray one in my opinion. I feel like I had the same amount of cramps that I did with the other one. Maybe get the twin pack and see which one's best for you versus just getting one. They all come in these little pouches. It's really cute. But I still have the gray one. I literally do not use it, so it's in perfect condition. When my other ones run out, I'll probably just try to use this one again, or I plan to keep this as my backup travel cup. There are different folds. So this is the C or U fold, like that. The punch down. This is the method I use. This is the 7. I don't even understand why anyone would, that's weird. There's origami, so you what? The S fold? Oh, that's interesting. I don't understand how these work for people. The M-E or squiggle. M-E, I don't understand that one. What? No. Triangle. So I guess it makes a triangle. The diamond. Again, I don't understand. Try it in the shower a few times before you actually use it. Maybe keep using your tampons and pads until you're comfortable. Use it toward the end of your period just to get the process and see how it feels and it fills up, stuff like that. I've learned so much about my vagina and my cervix. I have a very, very high cervix, but during my period, it drops completely down. You should also, I don't know, they say measure your cervix, and then if you can get it immediately, you have a pretty low cervix. Your cervix may be tilted. In my case, I have to put it in this way. So I scoop it in this way versus putting it straight up because the blood will come out this way, if that makes sense. I now know that, and so I have a bit of a different technique on how I put it in. I scoop it in so that it's diagonal. I will like twist it up until it pops up at the top of my cervix. The issue I used to have is I would open it up because it was just like in there, and I would lay down and I'd feel it in there, and then once it was at the top, it would suction completely. I realized that I wasn't up there high enough. Some people say that you hear a pop or something. I don't really, it's not that for me, it's more of a feeling, which sort of brings me to, I also purchased a menstrual disc. My new one and my disc are boiling right now in the little boiling pot that I'll get to. So the disc is literally like it just sits like this. I learned that there's a little shelf in your vagina that the disc sits on. It's super, super weird. And you scoop the disc in and it sits on the shelf here. So there's like a little grab thing and you place it on top, so it's sitting like that. I'm learning how to use it the same way that I started learning how to use a period cup. So I'm still sort of having hiccups. I've had like 4 or 5 periods with these new period cups, and I really, really prefer them. You can do everything you can with a period cup with the disc. You can also participate in coitus with the disc. Specifically, one of the things that I saw that you could do with a disc, I don't really recommend it for a heavy flow. No, I also don't recommend anything aggressive. I feel like it's not a replacement for a condom. It is not. Please, no. Try it. Let me know how it goes. Let's get into the travel pack. And it comes with this little squeegee bottle. I love this thing. You fill it up with water and it's like on the go. You spray it in the thing. And it's the travel size of their salt cup wash. Honestly, want to buy the big one. It's really, really good. But I would have the collapsible cup. I would just keep it all in the travel bag. So I have the collapsible cup. I take that out. As I'm taking out my period cup, pour it into the toilet, put it right into the collapsible cup to catch any excess blood. I take one of the paper towels, wipe my hands off if anything got on them, but it should be not a lot. I would use the squeegee bottle inside the little thing. I then wipe that off once it's clean with the paper towel. Pour what was in the thing that I was rinsing off in the collapsible cup into the toilet. Rinse off the collapsible cup, pour that in the toilet. Put this back into the bag and wipe off my hands again if I needed to. Put the cup back inside, wipe off my hands again. Use the little trash can that's in the stall and put it all back into your bag and go wash your hands in the sink. So it's a bit of a process. That's why I recommend just changing it in the morning and changing it at night. There should be no need for you to change it in the middle of the day, but it's a complicated process, but it's an option. And maybe there's an easier way to do it. I was just trying to think about it without physically doing it. If you've tried any of these, or if you tried other ones, like the Diva Cup is pretty well known, let people know in the comments. I feel like it's just super helpful to talk about this kind of stuff. Maybe it'll help someone make a decision to try a period cup. They also just help the environment. I know there's a lot of waste that comes with period. I think it's the way of the future, to be completely honest. If you try a period cup because of this video, let me know. If there's one that you think I should try that would be better, let me know. Make sure you wash your cup. I do want to say that. Make sure you wash it, make sure you sanitize it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.